I'd been impressed, as was Mrs. Riggs. At the Yuma airport, there's quite a series of pictures around the wall depicting a flight made setting a record by a couple of men supported by, I think they said, about 600 volunteers way back in 1949. Starts out with a special section, 60 years of endurance. On the front page, it said, "Flying for Glory, Yuma to celebrate endurance flight." Can't see it very good. It shows one of the pilots as they ended it, reaching out and kissing his wife. These people are still alive. This is ancient history, 60 years ago, but they were young people. I believe they're alive. I haven't read the articles that close. But reading from the article, in 1949, just two local pilots broke the world record for flying a single-engine aircraft non-stop from August the 24th to October the 10th. That's 47 days. The 47-day flight drew international attention, media attention to Yuma's ideal year-round flying conditions and influenced Southwest Arizona's current active military, commercial, and general aviation presence. I never thought about it. But even 30 years ago, when we first came out into this country, Yuma was looked at as, oh God, just a place to get through. It's quite a place today. We all gripe about how the city's getting such big ideas. Not really, but it seems like half the streets are torn up because they're widening them, et cetera, et cetera. Although Bob Woodhouse and Woody, probably can't say his last name right, Jungwirth, flew the Aranca sedan called the City of Yuma, it took the combined efforts of over 600 volunteers to pull it off. And they felt at the time, a publicity stunt, said Shirley Woodhouse Murdoch, co-author of the book, The Longest Flight, Yuma's Quest for the Future. Well, they go on in this article to credit the attention that this brought to Yuma, to the fact that we have a Marine base, we have a Yuma proving grounds, we have a definite military presence in this town, and the fact that it's got the ideal dry conditions to test desert warfare things brings a lot of business into this area, this day and age, you can imagine. And the fact you can fly an airplane almost every day year-round, that's not true in a lot of places. So it was quite an achievement. Imagine those two men switching back and forth, and you wonder how they did it? Well, doesn't show up real well. Should have gone out to the airport. But literally, they flew the plane down so low that somebody stood up in a car and passed them cans of gasoline and water and food. Isn't that something? There's a picture. Bob Woodhouse, Jim Gillespie. They're going to be the pilots for the reenactment that's going to be held October the 8th. No, that was held October the 8th, 1999. And they're getting ready to have another one now, 10 years later. 60 years of endurance, 60 years of record, keeping a single-engine aircraft to flight, and they did it by coming in low over that nice level airport and getting the gas to keep it going. Kept that plane in the air for 47 days. If my mind hasn't played a trick on me. 47 days. I say congratulations to them. And yes, I'll bet it had a tremendous influence on the growth that Yuma experienced over the years and is still experiencing.